barbecuing pictures.
Yeah, they're very good.
What's the bake-off equivalent of a barbecue?
Barbecue off?
Barbecue off. It is now, yes. 14 minutes past 6.
I'm glad I've contributed to something this morning.
Steak off.
Yes, yes. Meanwhile, you might remember this story. A man who is accused of cheating his way to victory at the World Conker Championships has had his name cleared. No, King Conker, yes.
Right, 9:15. Carol joins us with the weather. Lots of those conkers blown. Getting a proper meal can be crucial, of course, to a child's education. But thousands of young people are missing out on school dinners because their parents are unwilling or unable to apply.
Now, a new scheme is being trialled in some schools in England to automatically enrol children.
Education correspondent Elaine Dunkley has been to one school which is taking part in this trial.
22 minutes past 6. Let's have a look at this morning's paper.
More than $1 million a day this month until the US election to people in swing states who sign his petition supporting Donald Trump.
Well, some of the cash is given in relatively small amounts, while one person a day will win $1 million. But some critics say this tactic could in fact be illegal. Nada Tawfik sent this report from the key swing state of Pennsylvania. And in just a few minutes' time, we will have the very latest report from the train crash that we have been bringing you information about over the last half hour or so that happened in Wales late yesterday.
But right now, at 26 minutes past 6, let's get the news, the travel and the weather where you are this morning. Good morning. Let's update you now on our main story, which is the collision of 2 passenger trains in mid-Wales overnight, which has left 1 man dead and 15 other people needing hospital treatment. Shrewsbury-bound train, and he's been speaking to BBC Breakfast in the last hour. Glasgow will be hosting the Commonwealth Games in 2 years' time, and we'll be finding out this morning which sports will be included, because it's going to be a different kind of games, isn't it? This is hastily arranged.
It might not be. Yeah, I know it doesn't perhaps feel so hastily, but it is hastily arranged. I remember the last time Glasgow hosted a Commonwealth Games, it was fabulous. Lucky John is up in Scotland for us right now. But, John, it's actually going to be
hearing more details about that later, because it promises to be an amazing event, doesn't it?
But different.
Yeah.
Definitely different. Now, at 20 to 7, scientists have pieced together what happened when a vast meteorite, 200 times the size of the one that wiped out the dinosaurs, collided with Earth.
Not recently, you'll be glad to know. The team has discovered that the violent crash caused global devastation, but there were some surprises too. And our science reporter, Georgina Ranard, has the story for us.
John. Now, the vote to choose the next leader of the Conservative Party closes next week, with the winner announced on Saturday, the 2nd of November.
We're nearly there. 6 candidates have been whittled down to 2 since July. One of them is Kemi Badenoch, and the other, Robert Jenrick, joins us now on the sofa.
And we did invite the other Conservative leadership candidate, Kemi Badenoch, to join us on the sofa. So far, she hasn't agreed to do so.
Right, we've got the headlines coming up in a moment, the latest on that train crash overnight in mid-Wales. But let's get the news, the travel and weather where you are right now.
Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with John Kay and Sally Nugent.
Hello there, morning. Here are headlines today.
Blue sky. Absolutely.
Take that vitamin
love
D over the
that.
telly. Yeah.
Maybe we need to be in Australia some mornings.
Should we do tomorrow morning?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's do it.
Would we get there in time?
No.
No. Meanwhile, campaigners are hoping to secure protected status for traditional pie and mash, which has its roots in East London.
No. Swimming in liquor. Carol's got the weather for...
So that's news of high winds and storms.
There isn't much more. But Carol will give us a full weather forecast shortly.
Now it's time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are.
Still getting details of, but 2 passenger trains have collided overnight in mid-Wales, leaving 1 man dead and 15 other people needing...
That's Anthony Herford speaking to us just a little while earlier about that crash in which 1 person has died and 15 people have been injured.
Another major story for you this morning, because more than 1,100 inmates are being given early release from prisons in England and Wales today as the government seeks to solve the overcrowding crisis.
Well, it follows the early release of 1,700 inmates last month. We can speak now to the Justice Secretary.
It's coming up to 7:45 and it's been an open secret for quite a while now, but Glasgow has now been officially named as the host city for the Commonwealth Games in 2 years' time.
The city is stepping in after the Australian state of Victoria pulled out because of horrendous rising costs.
You remember.
Terrifying.
Yeah, but the Games were last held in Glasgow 10 years ago. What a time that was. Brilliant. This time it's going to look and feel very different, though. John is in Glasgow, always.
Now, when the ITV News presenter Andrea Byrne got married in 2012, both she and her husband Lee hoped babies would soon follow.
Sadly, that didn't happen. Instead, they underwent 7 long years of heartache, dashed hopes and invasive medical procedures.
I have to tell you, this story does have a happy ending. Their surprise baby, Jemima, arrived 5 years ago. But Andrea has written a book about her roller coaster journey called Desperate Rants and Magic Pants. She joins us now. Desperate Rants and Magic Pants is out now.
And if you've been affected by the issue...
It's just coming up to 8 o'clock. Time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are.